Hey guys, this is Lycanmotions, and right next to me is G-Man.
Hello guys. Okay.
We're going to do another boss release, a boss review. So we're choosing now the 5 cars from each of the Commonwealth 5 vehicles. So the next vehicle after all the 5 will also be a Commonwealth car, and it's going to be a different vehicle. And it's going to come from a country that is not within the 5 countries. You like the Commonwealth games, like the Olympics, like when there's like one representing the other country. We decided to do something like that now. So we're gonna pick the 5 cars, and these are the 5 vehicles of choice, representing each country. Here's the 5. So as you see, the 5 cars are right here. And each of them, whilst we do Commonwealth, each of them will be boss released. But as for G-Man right next to me, we're going to boss release the first car out the set, and it's going to be the Aston Martin Vantage G3. This is probably a more improved version of the older Aston Martin Vantage, which was as far as 2007, 2008. When they thought Aston Martin was going to do the Aston Martin Vantage GT3, the V12 variant, I thought they're going to make it look almost similar to the old V8 Vantage from as far as 2006, 2003, 2006, but they didn't. They absolutely messed it up. And I told you earlier, I said this in the earlier video last 2 weeks ago, as I was releasing the Beluga and the Jaguar, we were not very happy with the old design. We were not. And it started from blue, then red, then white, then Golf. The team even tried Golf, but when Hot Wheels just basically has had enough of the Aston Martin and started putting in 5 packs, this is the Vantage G3, and I can tell you Hot Wheels have improved. There's no silly details, there's no silly lines around it, there's no silly marks on this vehicle. It just looks brilliant. And even if I put details on this, it's going to look fantastic. The green one, this green and yellow one, that will be also being a boss release. And yeah, it does have details all over it. This one, as it is, it's going to get boss reviewed. So let's get this car out. So let's start the case. I know this is going to look really good. Very quick out the case. Yeah, I was right.
Nice.
It is a very nice car. Love the ghost look. Love the Halloween look. Oh boy, it's nice. Well done Hot Wheels this time. Well done Hot Wheels. And it looks so good with the reflections under it.
It looks distinguished.
Yes. Finally. So that's the representation of Great Britain. The Aston Martin. And I can tell you, when it comes to supercars and super sports cars, Great Britain does not say no. When it comes to looks, they are very good when the time is right. Like the McLaren P1, the P1 GTR, which we can't wait to see. Hot Wheels, bring it to the UK. Anyway, as I was saying, the next vehicle is we've seen a lot of these.
Yes, but this color.
This color,
grey, maybe.
This grey here, the Audi RS Avant. RS2, yeah, we've seen a lot of these. We've seen the first one that came out was in blue.
Yeah, standard racing.
Audi
racing blue.
Yeah, Audi Racing Blue. The next one was
Yellow or what?
I don't think it was. I think it was yellow as a Kroger.
Yeah.
It may be a Kroger. The red one. The red one. No. The red one. After the white one. Yeah, blue. It was a blue, black, red, white.
That's right. Basically,
the Ford F350 Midtown Madness colours. And then they started bringing in these other colours, including black, like another midnight black one. And then they brought in the Kroger.
Yeah.
And also, the Kroger in yellow. This one is not a Dollar General exclusive, thank goodness, because me and Jean would be absolutely mad. But this vehicle, the Audi Avant RS2, There was also another advanced series as well from Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
They also had a grey one. But we prefer the Hot Wheels. No, it's Matchbox, that one. But we prefer the Hot Wheels one as well as Matchbox. Matchbox is probably slightly better in quality.
Yeah.
But when it comes to custom looks, I'm rooting for Hot Wheels. It looks really good. It looks like an on-track beast as well. Now let's get it out the case. Let's get it out. Oh, there we go. Very quick out the case. No paper cuts like last time. Thank goodness for that. And here
Oh,
is... yeah. Very Audi.
Certainly is.
It's a near perfect Audi, and that's rare. Very rare. To give you guys a head up, you know, when it comes to finding these Audis, you guys have to understand the fact that there are going to be so many errors on these Audis.
Oh, yes.
I've seen 5 different types of errors. The first one was when the base. If you really want to find a perfect Audi, you have to be wary that the base, right below the front here, could have residue.
Yeah.
Could have like residue marks underneath it. You know, residue paint.
Mm-hmm.
That could also be one of the main fundamental reasons why the Audi does look a little bit off. The second one is the headlight placement. The headlight placements are actually a concern. Sometimes the headlights could also be one up, one down, or even the fog lights too.
Yeah.
They go up and down too. And the third one is the grille detailing. That's actually the most common one. And the common diagnosis in the grille one. This one is alright. This one's okay. But other Audi models, the grille goes all over the place. Mostly left and right. The fourth one, same with the taillights. And at even the Audi badges too. Which is the fourth reason. And the fifth reason is that sometimes we see, this is really funny, sometimes we've seen 2 instances in Saudi, and that is a base exploding underneath it. I wasn't intending to see things like that happen. That's like the least German thing that happens. But finally, Hot Wheels has finally nailed this Saudi, and I can say, I love the grey on this. It is just brilliant. Fantastic looking grey car. And that's a very good vehicle after all, and I really like the Audi. So you guys have to find a perfect Audi, it's not going to be easy. You're going to have very good eyes to find a perfect Audi. Mm-hmm. The next vehicle is, we already know this, I've unbossed and released this many times. Yeah. It's the most unbossed and reviewed car in the set. Unbossed and released in all the sets. In 5-pack specials, in the Fantasy 5-pack specials. Mm-hmm. This is also a Fantasy 5-pack special. And an unbossed release I did with the red one. It's the Maserati Shamal representing Italy. Mm-hmm. Now, when it comes to Maserati Shamal, it's a brilliant vehicle. It's also maybe one of the cheapest cars here on this list, because they're Italian, obviously. And what I really like about the Shamal, and we really like the Shamal, is how the Italians design cars to look really unique. Oh, yes, and just brilliant. They're about as good as their accents. But the yellow, we could not get over it. Literally couldn't. The yellow, it's really impressive. We've seen the red one. Yeah. We've seen the black one. The black one was very nice. So indeed, it was really good. The black one. And the blue one. It was like that. What to call it? Like this, light blue, ivory, like light ivory. Yeah, I call it a bit like light ivory. It's a very strange kind of blue colour. I can't remember what colour it is because I forgot it. But it was a very nice looking colour. And while doing so, Hot Wheels has brought this out. And it's currently out on the sets today. You'll be able to see them in stores. But if you want to know the weaknesses, it is a very nice diecast vehicle, and there's not much weaknesses for these. The only errors you can probably find is the grille and the bumpers. That's it. I don't think there's any other errors there is for the Audi. I mean, the Audi's right here. This is a Maserati. While doing so, the Maserati is a brilliant looking vehicle. But you know what we should do? We had to get it out the case. So let's look out the case. I'm sure it's going to look brilliant. Let's see what happens when it comes out. Oh yeah. That's
sharp.
It is sharp. The yellow. Wow. Just wow, look at the colours in that too. Look at that, G.
Yeah. Lovely.
Sweet. Just like the Italian cars.
Italia.
Yeah, the Maserati is really nice. Very, very well proportioned. There are bits and bobs here at the front, details including the paintwork too, as well as the way it's been proportioned at the front. It does look like it's driving around looking like it's got bull bar or some sort of bars at the front, but when you look at it, as it's Italian, what kind of cars do you have that?
Exactly.
It's built in Italy, and it's a Shimano as well. Basically, it's one of the higher up variations of the Maserati bi-turbo.
Right.
The Shimano, the bi-turbo.
Brilliant.
Well, you already know. And with these Italian vehicles, it's one of Maserati's attempts to build a coupe that is, cheap.
Yep.
This is more of a high performance variation, and it is one of the hardest cars to get the engine sounds from. I tell you, you'll be able to see on the links of my videos of the Shimano. If you take a look at the Fancy 5 Flat specials from previous videos, one of them with the red Ferrari and the yellow, it was a yellow Renault Espace, the first edition Espace. And there's another one, another Fancy 5 Flat special with the Porsche. And then then an boss release with the red one, with the blue and the black. So yeah, the yellow Maserati is quite famous on my channel. And now it's right here with the Audi. The next one, we personally had a dilemma with.
Oh yeah.
We tried to think, should we pick the Prelude? Or should we pick another Japanese vehicle? But we voted to pick this one here. Even though it has the highest value on eBay for these cars. It's the Skyline R34.
You know that.
When it comes to these Skylines, it is a very difficult car to find when it's perfect.
Oh yeah.
They have imperfections on the headlights and the taillights. If you find one which has got good headlights and perfect taillights, you are very good. You got just got as good as I have. But when it comes to the GTRs, that is one of the main fundamental weaknesses. As it's representing Japan, and they don't have much. They don't struggle with imperfections. They're more likely in reliability and performance than looks.
Yeah.
But when it comes to being an icon, when it comes to be a car being put on Paul Walker's Fast and Furious series vehicles, and even on Fast and Furious as well, when the GTRs were used twice, most likely the Spec V, because Fast and Furious wanted to use the Pony R GTR, the one that I'm showing you guys right now, but as it's stated, they chose a Spec V version, which angered a few fans. When I looked at it, I went, that's probably a cheaper option. Because you think about it, the Pony R's are extremely rare.
Yes,
Paul Walker himself had a few, didn't he?
Yeah.
He had a few of them, all in white. And this is the blue one. So this looks very, very good. And the boss releasing is going to be brilliant too. So, why don't we get out the case then? I am very sure we'll find an error somewhere at the front of this GTR. Well, most likely headlight errors are very fundamental on these GTRs, and this one does have that. But the color, wow.
Bouncing it.
Just wow, the color on this. Moving the camera around that would just be a walk in the park. It is cool, and I mean it is just one fantastic single. Ryu, I think Riazda had made one as well. I see they made a really spoiler really big too. Unlike the other one, which is quite short, was it?
Ever so slightly, no.
Yeah.
This one's quite big.
Yes. Representing Japan for a GTR was a very good pick. Very high performance. They used to be called Godzillas. The secondary Godzillas, I think. They're more likely like the R32s. The GTR R34, that is a cult icon. It's a cult icon, and it's got so much nostalgia. It's on Forza racing games, even on like really, really cheap toys. You know, like the ultra cheap ones. In those really cringe, like cheap ones. The ones that are really cringe. When you look at it, the wheels are weird. They're like, you know, like what do you call it, pizza dish wheels. Plastic, half metal body, like all metal, second-hand knockoffs. And when I saw this, I started feeling disgusted. I put them under. What do I do? I take them apart and I put them under monster trucks.
Oh yes.
They look good under monster trucks, I can tell you. But the GTR here, I personally love it. This is why I pick Hot Wheels over those packs, because Hot Wheels ones, they've got quality. They're like I wouldn't say the bottom quality, like this with Matchbox.
Yeah, the quality's in between in everything. They
Yeah,
are really good.
they're mid quality. Shuko Mini GTR we filmed, Global 64, the one that's coming up. They are higher quality. They're very high. They're much higher quality. This is the GTR, and looking at the GTR, I just love the look of it. It is just an amazing looking vehicle. It's a brilliant looking Hot Wheels car, and I used to have a lot of them. But you know, we still got a GTR here, and I could say, what I hope and pray would do, I would say, is that Hot Wheels continues with the GTR series, and they are very expensive in eBay now. One of them went up at 35 quid. One of them went up to, another went 45. I don't know the first edition at the moment. I'm sure the first edition one is through the roof.
It will be. First edition.
Yeah, first editions, they are going to go to the roof. This is not really a first edition. This is more like either a retool or some other single. I wouldn't say it's a retool, but I really like GTR. I really like how it's built to look that good. And I love the vents, so I love the vents.
Nice.
It's fantastic.
The body's beautiful.
It is just brilliant. And last but not least, we are picking. We had a bit of an idea. We couldn't find the orange Lincoln Continental. Couldn't find it. I could have got the orange Lincoln Continental for this, but we chose the best to last. The purple one. Now the oldest of the set, because it's old.
Yeah.
The oldest of the Hot Wheels set. This is around 3 years old.
Yeah.
And it's one of the most unique ones. And we chose the purple one because it just looks like, the Ballas from GTA 5. The Ballas. When they had the Lincoln Continental as well, and they had some of the cars inside of it. This is another one of the cars, and I can tell you, the Lincoln, looking at it, is basically looked like a Ballas car from GTA. But the Lincoln Continental is a very, very famous car. It was driven by so many pop figures.
Oh, yeah.
And so many actors, including Star Trek actor Leonard Nimoy. Oh. He had a Lincoln Continental. And we already know there was an American who also had a Lincoln, which was John F. Kennedy. The man who well, we already know what happened during the Cuban Missile Crisis. It ended it ended, but also it has some really, really big implications afterwards. But when we looked at it, it wasn't bad. That's what I love about the Lincoln. It's one of those vehicles that has been through. Its series has been through a lot.
Oh yeah.
Driven in movies, driven by gangs, very much gangs.
Exactly.
Driven by the feds, even the Men in Black.
Gangsters.
Gangsters, very much gangsters. Rappers,
Federales.
feds. I said that.
Yeah,
Feds,
so-
the FBI as well.
Mm.
There's another one also, which the U.S. Prime Minister F. Kennedy.
Yeah, JF Kennedy. He got assassinated, didn't he?
Yeah, he got popped.
Mm-hmm.
God rest his soul. And another one, and has also been driven by Leonard Nimoy,
Yeah.
Star Trek actor. The Lincoln does have a very, 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 very colourful history.
Iconic American.
It's one of the most iconic American vehicles. That's why we chose it to represent America. We would have picked a Corvette Grand Sport.
Mm-hmm.
We could have, but we decided to choose something quite unique. So we chose the Ballas vehicle. Now let's get out the case. And I can do noise outside, which I don't mind. That's not because it doesn't interrupt my YouTube video. And not only that, here it is.
Nice for me.
It's a baller's car. It looks like a baller's vehicle. Oh boy, Franklin Clinton. You're definitely going to be shivering your boots right now with this beauty. Wow. Yeah, this is a nice car. I can see why the ballers picked it up. These cars, the Lincoln, it has a lot of history in it. The ballers had it. The other cars had it. It looks absolutely amazing. So that's the video. The Lincoln is brilliant. I love the look of the Lincoln. I love the burgundy though. The burgundy, the gold, the pink and purple. It looks like, it looks like a car, a proper baller's car. People might be thinking it looks a little bit as much as, I laughed when I heard this, as William Afton's car. But William Afton's car is Dodge Challenger. That is a Lincoln Continental. It's a Bolt compared to it. But if you think about it, it has royalty. It looks royalty. Love the burgundy though. It just gives off this ballers feel to it.
Yeah.
Like Bloods and Ballers when they were together. With one big alliance. It looks like that. It's got a purple interior.
That's beautiful.
Purple and pink paintwork. And there's this burgundy. It's like the Bloods gun burgundy on it. Yeah. One of the coolest vehicles I can remember that had the same look like this was the Impala. You know the first edition Impala?
I think so.
Yeah, the first edition Impala. It was a good looking car. It was amazing. It's just brilliant though.
I like the gold panels, like the front and the back of the day.
It just looks gangs. It looks like one of those rappers,
Snoop Dogg. You like one?
No, I think I would say Snoop Dogg. It's like one of those. Do you know Dre Vicious?
Oh yeah, Dre Vicious. Yeah.
Dr. Dre, they called him. It was before they called him Dre Vicious. It was Dr. Dre. He had the car like this, and it was in the background of Purple Gang. That song, Purple Gang, Ice Cube, and Dre Vicious, Purple Gang. That music video. It was one of the most decent. I would say one of the most decent music videos.
Mm.
It really has some scenes, and it was right there in the view. It looked exactly like this. It was right in the view. But the only thing I only saw was the top bit of the car there.
Yeah.
And the side right here. The rest of the details were nowhere near as similar. Yeah. So, those are the 5 cars. Representing America. Well, representing America is the Lincoln Continental.
Howdy, partner.
Yeah. Representing Japan is a Nissan Skyline R34.
Arigato.
Olymics. The representing Italy is
Ciao.
Is Maserati Shamal, and the Shamal was very well known to be a single as well. It's a very good single. representing Germany is Germany.
Yeah, for like.
There's Audi Olymics Avant. It's brilliant. And representing Great Britain, our country,
Well, hello there.
is Aston Martin Vantage GT3. Each of the 5 cars are brilliant. They're brilliant Hot Wheels vehicles. I know we could have got the orange, the Corvette or the orange Lincoln, but you know, we have to pick the best to last. So it's Lycanmotions. And what do you think is the best looking out of the 5?
Oh, well, for me, Skyline in the house.
Skyline. JD, he's a JDM nut. I'm a JDM nut as well. If the Skyline was perfect, it would beat the whole list. I would say the Skyline too, because you can't stop thinking about this. It's
embedded in this.
It's embedded in our history.
Mind, like the Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious franchise.
GT.
The Forza the Forza franchise, Fast Furious franchise, Gran Turismo franchise, CSR2, Forza. It's an icon. It is an absolute freaking icon. The best out of them. So which is going to be the second best out of them?
I'm going homegrown Great Britain.
Yeah, Great Britain. The Aston Martin Vantage. Stay with me. Surprisingly, stay with me.
I was going to ask you, did they have a V12 variant in that? Or not V12, sorry, V8 in that?
This is the V8.
That's the V8, I thought.
Yeah.
It's twin turbo.
Yeah, V8, twin turbo, bi-turbo V8.
Yeah.
There was also another one that were going to do a V12.
I think that was not roadworthy.
Yeah, it wasn't roadworthy, the V12.
Loud.
It was too loud, too noisy. But why you could just use a muffler?
I don't know, it's the way it was made.
Yeah, it was very loud, the Aston Martin.
Track car, wasn't it?
And it was a track car. No, that was a Vulcan.
Yeah. Jeremy Clarkson thinking it.
Yeah. There was another one. There was also another one, which is they were going to do a V12 Vantage variant. There's 2 later on down the line. I'll be very impressed to see that. The second best is always about Aston Martin, because the Aston Martin is brilliant. This is a step up. I wouldn't say this is a step up. This is a massive improvement on the Aston Martin Vantage, because the other Aston Martin Vantage, I call it the Gargoyle Vantage. I'm not going to say, I don't want to say this because I might anger Hot Wheels saying this, but it was disgusting. Yeah, I looked at the Aston and I looked at it and went, that's one of the worst British Hot Wheels cars I've ever looked at. But now when I saw this Vantage here, this 2023 variation, it's fantastic. It's beautiful. I've got one that's already detailed at home.
Yeah.
It's an absolutely beautiful single. There's not going to be any other Hot Wheels single that is quintessentially Aston Martin as good as this, apart from the Vulcan.
Yeah.
The Vulcan, that's going to get embossed released a while later. It's a brilliant Hot Wheels single. It's a beautiful car, the Vulcan. But then when it comes to racetrack spec cars, I'd say the Aston Martin Vantage in white as well as green is just a fantastic Hot Wheels single. I'm pretty sure 4 or 5 years in the future, this is probably going to go for a lot of money on eBay. Predictably. Because Lycanmotions is very good when it comes to prophecies. But the channel is quite prophetic, guys, so take a look at this. So that's the Aston Martin. What's the 3rd best?
Them 2, and then I'll go for the Shamal. Go on and give it to the Italians.
The Italians.
Italia.
Yeah, I actually feel the same way too. Yeah, because Shamal, it's balanced.
Very, very balanced.
Because it's very, very balanced car out of all this 5, because I've got, when I filmed the Shamal, I've got it so many times on my channel, but 4 in a row. This is the 4th time the Shamal is being in this channel. It's the most known of 3 colours. This is the 4th time.
Yeah.
And it's possibly the most popular on my channel because of the fact that we always get the Shamal. It's just that good. But it never had the chance to be actually embossed and released on its own unless I've got it as a red one, and I did. It is a brilliant car. I mean, I'm not going to make fun of this Shamal, but I love the yellow. Yellow, out of the blue, the red, and the black, the yellow is just amazing. And we already know that because it's Italian, isn't it? Italy loves the... What did you drop?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, the Italians, they love the colour yellow.
Oh, yeah.
They put it on the pasta, they put it on the pizza, they put it on the cheese, they put it on the buildings, they put it on the cars.
They can't live without daily bread.
They even tried on the planes. Air Italia. They even tried it. I think Spirit Airlines did that. They beat Italy to it. They even tried it on the planes, which had really hilarious consequences. Who wants to want to fly around in a winged banana? I wouldn't. The yellow, colour yellow, is like Italy's staple colour. Red, green, and white are Italy's colours, but red usually is Italy's favourite colour out of all the cars. Even green, Lamborghini. Red Ferrari, green Lambo.
Yeah.
But Maserati, it's most likely white, but when it comes to yellow, it stands out amongst Italian cars because Italian cars are just fantastic in yellow.
Oh, yeah.
The Ferrari F40, the Compagnione, that was yellow. The Diablo SV, that was in yellow. The Murcielago SV, that was in yellow. The Murcielago yellow. We've yet to see the Ferrari Speciale in yellow.
Waiting game.
Yeah, that one. It's Ferrari Speciale in yellow. And the F430 is in yellow too. It's just yellow, every Italian car. It's very Italian. What's the fourth best? I mean, the fourth. The runner-up.
This is the Continental.
Continental. The Continental. The fourth is a Continental. We already know the Continental. It's very, very American. It's a brilliant vehicle. It's a great looking Hot Wheels single, and yeah, it's not as like the three others. If it was the orange, it would have had a higher place in this, but you look at this, and I'm screaming gangsters. In my head, it's screaming gangster. It's got gold. It's got gold moss on it. It's got purple. It's got more purple and pink around here. It's got burgundy, like the Blood's colours is burgundy. It's like if this was on GTA, Grand Theft Auto 6, Grand Theft or San Andreas.
Oh yes, San Andreas, what a game! Nice.
Yeah, GTA San Andreas. This vehicle, oh man, this car would have winded up in so many games. If they added a Lincoln Continental in there, in GTA San Andreas, it would like the Ballas and the Bloods, or GTA 5, like the Ballas and the Bloods, like I said before, or GTA 6.
Yeah.
This would be a proper villain's car. Yeah, just imagine seeing Stretch from GTA 5. Stretch, you know Stretch?
Yeah.
From GTA 5. Howard Wilson, I think was called it. He gets out of that vehicle. He drives up straight to the Bloods or the Ballers, and he opens out the door, and there's another guy that comes out, which is Big Smoke. Or it could be one of the others. One of the other Ballers. Man, it just... And it has a gold accents on it. It'll just look like the boss car. that's an example of how cool this Lincoln Continental is. And we chose this variation over the orange one. But the orange one, it looks good. It looks really nice. But it just looks like a chocolate bar on wheels sometimes when we look at it. But I like this. This is beautiful. And it's one of the most beautiful vehicles that I've ever... It's one of the beautiful Hot Wheels vehicles. It's one of the list. It's on the list. It's one of the most beautiful Hot Wheels vehicles. I love the pink accents. I love the purple accents. Even though I don't usually like pink and purple. Yeah. But when I look at this and think gangster, it just hits. It's basically gangster. And yeah, gangsters, we already know they're criminals. They're offenders, they're criminals and murderers. They're just sick and twisted people. But this car, it represents it. It represents it. It's basically when you see that drive up on the road with two men holding AKs or pistols or Desert Eagles or Beretta 9s, which are basically the most legal of the British guns here in this country. Yeah. And you see that, you'd probably see it most likely rushing across a very rough street, just pulling the trigger at nearly passerbys and criminals alike. That's the kind of car that would be very feared on the road. And look at the front. Looking at that behind the rear view mirror, there's two guys there stinking off or smelling like what's the best word for it? Smelling like last night's barbecue that went wrong. I would say that. Smelling like last night's barbecue when something went wrong at the back of the garden and the whole entire,
the smell of flames.
Yeah, the whole porch is literally gone up in flames. And they had to throw water at it. That's basically what it reminds me of. It's basically like an oil fire barbecue gone wrong. That's what reminds the smell will be coming from that car. Jeez. Stay off the marijuana. That's why me and G are both sober.
Exactly.
And the fifth one, the runner-up. Well, the second of the runner-up is the Audi Avant. But you think about it, it's a winner in its whole self. It's a winner in its own right. Because when we look at it, it does have... The only thing that it has, it's very rare to be a box release. Also, it rarely shows up in the movie series as most likely as a passenger vehicle. It never gets a box released. It never gets a box released. It never gets showcased. There was a showcase video, but I'm going to cancel out on that showcase. And the Audi is a brilliant diecast vehicle. It's an amazing looking Hot Wheels car, but it doesn't have this. It's grey, it's German, it's like a battleship grey, yeah, we know that. But if you think about the Audis, they're amazing cars. It's an amazing vehicle, this vehicle. I'm not going to mock it, I'm not going to make fun of it. But compared to all these other four vehicles, it doesn't stand out as much. It doesn't stand out as well, but if it's with other German cars, it stands out really brilliantly. Yeah. And it does represent Germany quite well. They're more likely on performance more than looks. When it comes to being with a 5-pack, it's always going to be the looks. It's always going to be the performance. It's always going to be the history. But there's not much history about it too. The only history I can find of it is that Audi was working alongside Porsche to build this. Porsche did a lot of heavy lifting with Audi. When Audi was struggling financially, Porsche did the heavy lifting. They did the heavy lifting with Mercedes-Benz too. You know the 190E?
Yeah.
Porsche did the heavy lifting.
Wow.
Same with this Audi. Which was a bit gutting, really. Because Audi would have made it look really good. But at the end of the day, Porsche helped them, including Volkswagen. When Audi was going downhill financially, they needed a car, an estate vehicle, so they picked this Avant. 4-wheel drive, inline 5. I think it was an inline 5.
It was turbocharged.
Yeah, it was turbocharged inline 5. They only had the engine, they only had the all-wheel drive system, and they had to get Porsche to do the design of the body because they didn't have enough to do design the car cosmetically. They didn't have enough money to do it, so they let Porsche do it. So this is the Audi RS5 van, and the only thing why it's in 5th place is because it hasn't got much screen time. On the streets of Blackburn, I don't see as much.
No, not this one.
I only saw what, 2? That was in 2006. I saw one. One was white. A teacher had it. Oh, it was Was it Miss Bullard that had it? A teacher had it. Our lady's teacher had it. It was a white one. I think it was Mr. Fitch. I think it was Mr. Fitch.
Yeah.
He had Audi RS. He had an Audi of this model, and I wanted to jump in it with him, but he said no. But he had an Audi off this model. He owned it. He owned one until he sold it for a much more a big SUV. Yeah. Mr. Fitch had this. It looked fantastic. McGowan had an Audi of this model too, but he had it in white this colour. That old man, I'm sure that old man is probably kicking. He's probably alive and kicking. Probably somewhere in Ireland or somewhere in Lancashire or somewhere in the UK. Mr. McGowan's probably alive and kicking. That old man, if he is, that old man is a freaking tank. He is. He's a tank. You're a tank, Mr. McGowan, if you're still alive. You're about as tank as this car. And this Audi is brilliant. It's a great Hot Wheels car, but just like what I said, it never had much screen time. The only screen time it had now the most is on my YouTube channel. It's 20 minutes and is it 20 minutes? Yeah, it's 20 minutes long. It's going to be like a 45-50 minute long waffle. But just like the 5 cars, the first place one is the R34 Pony R variant, because we know it's an icon. The racing Ghost, the Aston Martin Vantage G3, a very good looking car to stand. I'm really happy that Hot Wheels improved. The Shamal, the most popular. Yeah. The Gangster Lincoln, and I will say the very rare Audi. So this is the 5 cars. Each 5 are now a boss release, a boss reviewed, talked about the history as well, and that's it for this video. This is Lycanmotions from this channel, and it is quite a long video. So this is Lycanmotions ready to sign it off. The 5 cars were brilliant. Well,
yeah, excellent.
Hot Wheels did a great job with the 4 cars, which are brand new, but the 5th one, we are very happy that Hot Wheels did a great job with the GTR. The GTR is brilliant. The Aston Martin is fantastic. I love the Aston Martin. It's a massive improvement from the old Aston that we saw. The Shamal, I love the yellow. The yellow's probably the best looking out of all the 4 now. The Lincoln Continental Gangster.
It's unique.
It is just brilliant. It's great that you picked that one. It's a gangster car. It just goes up the list really well. The Audi, very, very hard to find in a perfect condition, but kudos for finding the Audi with good lights and details. Very hard to find perfect.
Oh yes.
Very prone to errors. So that's it. We're gonna end the video here. The next vehicle is going to be from either France, Sweden, or maybe Romania. Not France, Sweden, Romania, Lebanon, or Australia.
We'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see.
We'll see what.
So stay tuned, because we're going to bring out the car that you guys do not know that's going to come out. So this is a Lycanmotion. If not, so this is Lycanmotions signing off the video. G-Man.
Okay, guys. Thanks for being there. Decide to subscribe and like, please. Thank you.
And don't forget to comment and share below for more content. This is Lycanmotions. G-Man here. Thank you for watching.
Bye.